Good. Okay, so I'm starting from the question again. So the question was, do you not also have equal lows before the one pointed at because you took the TP all the way to the bottom? All right, the reason why I took the TP all the way to the bottom is because we have created what we call a high right here, right? A high, a low, a lower high. So in market structure, in terms of market structure, what do we need to create next? A lower low. I hope that makes sense, Antonia. Good. So if we created a low here and a lower high right here, a higher low right here, then I expect us to create a lower low to confirm the market structure that we're having. In that case, I know that the market is coming my way. I hope that makes sense to everybody on the call. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Are you expecting it to create a lower low because now the trend became downtrend? Yes, it became downtrend as soon as we broke this market structure. You might be wondering why I'm saying as soon as it broke market structure. Look at this area. We created this low, we created this high, and we created this low and that high. But look, price broke this low and came all the way to this high into this institutional candlestick. Let me zoom in for you to see the institutional candlestick. Look at that institutional candlestick right there. And look at the way price came in. I think I had this trade, Euro GBP. I had it. Let me show you guys. There it is. Can you see that, guys? I was in that trade right there on the wick. And I saw my friend right there cruising, surfing right on that trade. Just by using smart money understanding, guys. So I saw this institutional candlestick. And I repeat, I want this break of market structure to happen. We broke market structure, came back into the institutional candlestick, and right there, pew, we dropped. Why would that be the IC and not the candle just before it? Thank you very much, Pami. Look at this candle right before it. It was an institutional candlestick. And look, I had this trade as well. I remember I had this trade. Pami, look at this. Look at this. Price came back in. It broke market structure into that, and boom, it came all the way down. I hope that's making sense. Which time frame is best for a beginner? For a beginner, I'll say the 1 hour time frame. For now, I want you to trade the 1 hour time frame using liquidity, which is equal highs and equal lows, institutional candlesticks, gaps, and break of market structure. I've taught you 4 things today. Actually, more than that. I taught you the direction, using direction, the DXY. I taught you market structure, analyzing market structure from time frame to time frame. And then I've taught you institutional candlestick, an imbalance, liquidity, and break of market structure. So 7 things I've taught right here. I hope they all make sense, guys. Please, can you explain imbalance again? All right, imbalance again. I am going to explain imbalance again. So imbalance is the point where we expect candlesticks to overlap. Look in this area. Look at the way candlesticks are just overlapping each other. Boom, boom, boom. The wicks are just overlapping each other, right? But look in this area. That wick right here from this candlestick is not touching that wick. Leaving all this price action. So what that means is in this area, it was only sellers present and no buyers. And the market can never be like that. We always have to have the sellers and the buyers. So if the sellers take control here, eventually the buyers will come back and fill that area. I hope that makes sense, McLean. I hope that makes sense. Anytime for mitigation, anytime for mitigation. Okay, most of the time that I love to trade is in the London session from 8 a.m. What time is this actually? This happened in New York session. Was it New York? No, this happened in the nighttime and I managed to catch it. Right. I don't sleep anyway. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I mean to explain mitigation. Okay, mitigation. Mitigation, what does it mean by mitigation? Mitigation is you have this candlestick right here, this blue candlestick right here. And once price break past that blue candlestick, you want price to come back into the blue candlestick before it comes down. That is what we mean by mitigation. If you don't see that, it means that that candlestick has not been mitigated yet. In this case, look at this blue candlestick right here. It went all the way up. Price never came back to mitigate it, leaving this imbalance right here. And look, surprisingly, where price actually reversed from imbalance. An imbalance sitting right there, guys. Look at that. Is everything starting to make sense? Give me a 1 if it's starting to make sense. Thank you, thank you. So mitigation and imbalances are the same. Mitigation is actually cleaning up imbalance. In a nutshell, mitigation is actually cleaning up imbalances or eating back into institutional candlesticks. So in this case, the perfect move right there. We are coming back. I know for a fact we are coming back into this candlestick. Why do I know that? Because we are breaking this candlestick. We're breaking this market structure right here. So if price breaks this market structure, come back into this institutional candlestick, I am going to risk taking this trade. Are you now expecting price to go back to pick up the imbalance? And so again, yes, I am. Sorry, my voice has changed. You know, when you're too happy about something, that's what happens. It looks like most candlesticks have imbalances. Yes, when most candlesticks are creating imbalances, what that tells you is that price is trying to give you an opportunity to enter a trade. Where the imbalances are, that is where prices are going to go. Where the imbalances are, that is where the prices are going to go. I'm going to repeat that again. Where the imbalances are, that is where prices are going to go. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Where the imbalances are, that is where the prices are going to go, guys. So always look around where the imbalances are, where double tops are, where double bottoms are. That is where price is going to go because that is what the institutions do. Anybody else has questions? This is just a Q&A. Let's just get the questions in. Try and get everybody level up on this last minute call. And then we can sleep satisfied knowing that we've gained some basics idea of what institutional candlestick is, what an imbalance is, what mitigation is, what liquidity is. Do you know what I mean? Looks like most candlesticks have imbalances. Where can we learn more smart money? Okay. So if you go on IM Academy, there is a section for Trade House Academy. I think I have the link right here. I am going to post in the group. I'm going to post it here. If you go on Trade House Academy, always log in into your IM before you actually do this. You must log in into IM first, open another window, click on the link above and be able to access the video. The Trade House educators, Mike Miles, Zach McDonald's, Rock Kuma, Sandy Caspret, who else? Who else? Who's my favorite man? There is some few guys out there, guys, who are killing the market. Mike Miles, yes. Zach McDonald's, my favorite. Rock Kuma, my favorite. You should be watching these guys. You should plug in and see what these guys are doing. They're killing the market up and down. Guess what? They are marking up the chart every single time. You go in there, you tell them the pair, and they will analyze it for you. So sometimes you don't even have to do all the hard work. They'll actually analyze it and teach you why they are seeing what they are seeing. Somebody else asked the question, is there an educator? Yeah, I've already given the educators. So where the imbalances are, that is where price is going to go. Exactly. Yep, trader. Thank you, Pame. Will the recording be posted to the groups? Yes, I am going to make sure that comes to the group. Yeah. Any more questions? Any more questions? So you set your trades up for the UK market to open. Most of the time, that's what I do. Usually in the nighttime, you see me awake. If you're in the harmonic book, you already know what I do most of the time. Francis do not sleep at night. He marks up the chart, posts everything, plays all his trades, and then he sleeps. Wake up after landing. And if I wake up, I check on my trades and see if they're in profit or they're in minus. That's all I do. Please, can you explain an example of the statement you made? Okay, where the imbalances are. Okay. So in this case, let's use this area as an example. This is where the imbalance was created, right? And look, everywhere here, price was perfectly mitigated. But look at the way price got attracted all the way to the imbalance. Fill the imbalance and straight into the institutional candlestick. My client, does that make sense? Where the imbalances are, that is where price is going to be attracted to. This is the imbalance. The imbalance is in this area. And everywhere here, you can see how the wicks are touching each other, wick to wick, wick to wick, wick to wick. And look at the way price moved all the way back just to fill the imbalance. So it filled this imbalance right here. It filled it, went straight into the institutional candlestick, and then it dropped. This is what I mean by where the imbalances are. That is where price is going to go. I hope that makes sense. How do you spot the M's and W's? Okay, how do I spot the M's and W's? I just see them. Look at this area. It's some sort of double low right here. Look at the way they're equal wicks. So I know that this area is some sort of W. It's not the perfect W that you want to see, but it is. Right? It's not the perfect W that you want to see. Look in this area. Right? So I know that this area has got liquidity. So it is a target for me if I'm taking a trade. And there are more areas down here. Look at that. I know that this is liquidity for me. I've got my target set right here. Yes, so price must always fill the imbalance. It must always fill it. What time it is, that is what you need more confirmations to go into it. Hence why I gave you, identify the imbalance, the institutional candlestick, wait for break of market structure, and wait for price to come back into that area, then you can trade it. So number one, identify the imbalance, identify the institutional candlestick, wait for imbalance, wait for break of market structure and wait for price to come back into your institutional candlestick. I hope that is clear. If somebody can put the list, the confirmation list onto the chat, onto the group chat for me. So how do you spot triple bottom? The same way I spot double bottoms. Even this area is more than triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same way I spot double bottoms, the same way you're going to be spotting triple bottoms. Look in this area, the same stuff, this area. So there's a target potential, but when it's going to be taken, we don't know yet. All right. Could you go over how you would enter a trade? So just like I said, how I would enter a trade, the institutional candlestick right here, I am going to fib it, put my fib right there. And 50% of this institutional candlestick is going to be my entry. So I'm going to put my setup right here, my stop loss right there, and my target, we're targeting the M's and W's. So this will be our first TP. Potentially our second TP will be down here. So we can actually have 1 to 31 trade, risking 1% of your account to make 31%. Usually what I do is if I place the trade and I get here, I close 80% of the trade and I leave 20% to ride. That's what I do most of the time. I close most of it. That's all I do. I close 80% of the trade and leave 20% to ride. Could you please give the confirmation list again? Okay, so the confirmation list. We want to identify an imbalance. Number 1. We want to identify institutional candlestick above or below the imbalance. Number 2. Number 3, we want to wait for price to break market structure. Break of market structure, right? And the last thing we want to see is after price has broken market structure, we're going to mark our zones and wait for price to come back there. So just like in this case, we are going to mark our institutional candlestick in this area. And we're going to wait for price to come back there. The 50% of it is where we're looking to take the trade down. I hope that makes sense, Simon. Do you do one-to-one? If I'm free, of course, I do one-to-ones, but I don't usually do one-to-ones, I'd say. I must be honest. If I'm really free and then you contact me, for instance, I think I'm struggling. Can you just do a Zoom with me and show me something? If I'm free, then of course I'm gonna be like, okay, I've sent you a Zoom link. Let's jump on the Zoom and let's look at the chat. But most of the time, every Sunday, usually Sundays or Saturdays, I do weekly review Zooms with my Harmonic Book Group. I do a weekly review. So whatever trade that we took from the Harmonic Book Group, usually I do a review on that. So if you're happy to join that, you can feel free. I can share the link and for people to jump on most of the time, Sundays and Saturdays. So everybody in this group, most of the times on Sundays, we do have a weekly review. So I can't share that for people to jump on the call as well. Apart from that, unless I wait till I come back on the AFA schedule again. Most of the time, my schedule is quite messed up, so I don't know when to fit myself onto the schedule. That's the problem, guys. But once I'm free, I definitely want to be there and then help people understand what the market is doing. Because I've been there before, struggled my way through it, but eventually I've gotten to the point where I am happy with how I'm trading. And I believe that if you stick to the trainings that we're doing, just like I said, Yesterday, I went on Angelica's call, and I realized that it was only about 38 people on the call. Guys, you need to plug in. Trading is not all about what is on the chart. The motivation is needed. If you are here and you want to trade and you don't have motivation, guys, I'm sorry, you're going to struggle. So AFA is actually trying to give you every single thing you need for trading. The motivation, the inspiration. I went on that call and the number of people on the call, I wasn't happy at all. I'm like, so everybody would want to learn something they can trade with, but they don't actually need what is going to give them the go ahead to trade. Have you realized that most of the time you hit stop loss and you're confused, you are angry at yourself, you're lacking motivation? On Monday, please jump on that motivation call. If you see it, don't tell me, okay, this person is not going to mark a chart, so I'm not going there. You need that as part of your training. And that is the reason why Des is making sure that we provide these sessions all the time. I was deflated today, so I joined Coffee's. You see, coffee on Tuesdays and Mondays, man, the Valley Coffee is sharing. It's great, guys. I don't, if I were you, yeah, when I started IM, yeah, every single time that I had the chance to jump on a call, I was there. I'm not going to miss the call. I am going to be there just to listen to it. You might be wondering, okay, I've heard this so many times. Listen, the more you hear, the better it sinks. Whatever you hear over and over and over becomes who you are. So don't just feel like you are here to see the chart and nothing else. If somebody is trying to motivate you, please be there. Show the person you need it. And that is actually going to give the person the inspiration to lay more motivations into your life. By so doing, you come and see the chart and you're already smiling. When I finished that call with Angelica, I realized that I was so happy. I was so comfortable. And I just pulled up 3 snipes today. I sniped 3 trades straight away. Just because of that call. I'm not sure Angelica is on this call, but thanks to her a lot. If anybody knows her personally, please tell her I said thanks. Her call changed my life yesterday. I saw something new and it was just crazy. I pulled 3 snipes straight away just after that call. Look at this one. Euro AUD, 1. GBP card, 2. Euro GBP, all in one day just because I watched a motivational speaker saying something into my life. Sorry, Francis, in this case, entry would be at 55th of the imbalance. Oh yeah, sometimes we can play imbalances, but now let's stick to institutional candlesticks. With time, I am going to go ahead and show you how I pull all my trades. It's with time. But yeah, guys, don't take me away from what I'm talking about. It's very important. The motivation is required. Apart from looking at the chart, on Mondays, please plug in onto those calls. Whoever that is doing it, plug in. Why are you posting links? This one's sorry, yeah, it's just a Traders Vision group. This is my upline, so most of the time this is why I post my chat. Teasing people, yeah. But Pammy, you're getting most of the trades that I do already. I think I gave Euro USD, Euro GBP. I gave it in the group. I'm not sure how you people took the trade, but yeah, it was here. I posted it out for free, and people. Thank you, Jessica. Every Monday, 7:30, guys. Every Monday, 7:30. Plug in onto that call. We need it. If I'm at home, I am going to trade. I am going to jump on that call and make sure that I get that value. It's very important, guys. And don't miss the Zoom calls. Whatever Zoom call that we're doing is for our own good. Pami, I didn't tease you because I remember clearly Euro GBP is definitely in the group chat. Probably you didn't see it, but yeah, we sniped it straight away. It was good. The rest of them, I think GBP card. I gave GBP card out. Yeah, I gave GBP card out for free. It's somewhere else. And anybody in that group, most of the time, you see most of the trades that I pull anyway. So needed to call today. So needed this call today. Oh, thank you, Lee. I needed it as well. I'm happy to always give out. How do we join the Harmony book? Okay. You can message your leaders privately. Yeah, message your leaders and ask them about the Harmony book link, and I will send it to the leaders group because I don't want to do it away from your leaders. I want your leaders to be happy with you jumping on those group chat before I allow it, because in as much as I'm in AFA, you're not directly my downline or something like that. So some leaders might agree, some leaders might not agree. So if your leader agreed, then I'm happy to give out the link to you to join it. If not, then I'm sorry about that. That wouldn't be my fault. Oh Lord, we want to learn. I hope they agree. Yes. So please, if your leaders agree, then I'm happy to allow you into that group. If not, then I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I think we are all happy about everything that we have learned today. Give me a 2 in the chat box if you're happy. I'm so grateful, guys. I'm so grateful for everything that you've done, for your patience in taking the value. It's been immense. I'm so happy that I actually recorded this. Game changer. Yes, game changer, Charity. Thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you everyone for jumping on. You see, the fire you gave me right at the beginning actually gave me the boost to actually pour out all this. Some of this thing, I didn't know them. I didn't know them. I was in AFA for almost 4 months, and I didn't even know none of this. I've only been trading this strategy for the last 3 months, guys. So you can do it. Put your head down and you can grab it. Just put your head down and you can grab it. I've done more than you will ever know. Do you get what I mean? Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. When I'm on a chart, I do everything. I do everything. I use trend lines, harmonic patterns, and now coffee is my teacher. I'm learning price trap. So everybody on Team Excel, you understand that Francis is always there on those calls trying to grab some nuggets right from coffee. Yes, I want to learn price trap so bad and add it to all the skills. Learned a lot. I'm happy you've learned a lot. Please don't forget to post the chat for the other currencies that you are not. Oh yeah, yes, I am going to post it. I think I can find it somewhere here. I can find it somewhere here, then I can share it. But yeah, I can't see it right now, but I'm gonna make sure that I share it for people to actually know about it. It's very important. Once you know how to correlate pairs, then you don't need to analyze so much. All you need to do, look, Longmire on Gold Cup call last employs such a similar entry to you. Oh yeah. I think I saw that trade. Good luck trades institutional too. Yeah. He does that with Gold Cup. And look, it was exactly Gold Cup. If I should put the shape on there, look at that. Look at that, guys. What do you have there? Gold Cup, the handle. Just that, I understand that this is the institutional candlestick. So I am just trading off the institutional candlestick and boom, I'm down. That sort of thing. That's what Look Lame does. What was I looking for? I was looking for something before I stopped. Correlation pairs. These are all stuff for the harmonic group, guys. Too many information in this area. And not this. Sorry, guys. I'm struggling to find it, but I know I have it somewhere. I am going to find it and I'll give it to you. Support and resistance is not necessarily used. Just double bottoms and double tops. Yes, double bottoms and double tops. I don't use indicators. I don't use nothing. It's naked chart trading. All I do is you didn't see me using any form of indicator right here, did you? All I did was literally naked chart, I analyze it, and then I pull the trade. Naked chart, I analyze and I pull the trade. And the problem with indicators is indicators always delays. So most of the time you're looking at EMAs and whatever, and then they are delaying. You can't even catch the trade that you want. You can't even catch it, right? But by the time EMA is going to tell you to buy, I am already in the buy in the imbalance. I am already in the sell in the institutional candlestick. So gold cup is the left side of the cup. Yeah, most of the time, that is what gold cup is doing. Is always the handle. Gold cup is going to give you the handle of the shape most of the time. So something like that, and then the handle. That's what's happening most of the time. Describes it as a bullish, bearish, low candlestick formation. All right, I don't know about that. I think I should go and check it out and add it to my repertoire. Cool, cheers for explaining. All right, you're welcome, Lee. So if there is no more questions, I just want to thank everybody for jumping on the call. It has been nice talking to you. I see it as talk. I don't see it as teaching because we're sharing ideas. You ask questions and I can answer them. Sometimes you say certain things and I can learn from it as well. So I'm really proud and I'm very, very happy for everybody that jumped on the call. Please, if I post the videos, I want you to watch it. Go back to it. Watch, play, pause, practice. Play, pause, practice. Play, pause, practice until you can do it without the video, guys. Until you can do the same stuff that I showed you without the video. Plug in into the Trade House Academy, guys. Plug in. Get those guys to teach you them stuff. Thank you for sharing. Oh, everybody. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right. Without much ado, I'll just end the call right here. I'll end it right here and make sure that I get the recordings as soon as possible into the groups, into the leaders group, and then every leader can share it into their various groups. Thank you all for jumping on the call one more time. Have a good night. 2 p.m. Thursday. All right, we can agree on that, just like I said. In your groups, discuss it, send it to your group leaders, let them message me, and then I can take it up. Have a good night, everybody. Trade more and win more. Bye.